This video is sponsored by Botan Store, Channel Fireball, Pokemon Card.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day here at Tillman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with RAYQUAZA VMAX once again. It's been a while since we gave this deck another try. And RAYQUAZA VMAX, obviously, with the ability Azure Pulse, you can discard your hand and draw 3 cards, and then Max Burst does 20 damage, plus 80 more for whatever energy you choose to discard, either Lightning or Fire. Since we are playing the Fluffy with the Dynamotor ability, we'll be choosing Lightning each and every time, probably. However, obviously on paper you can take 1 KOs on our VMAXs, and that seems really impressive. But this deck does take quite a bit of resources to pull that off, so it's not going to be super easy to do that. However, we are going to try. And like I mentioned, Fluffy with the Dynamotor ability allows us to attach a Lightning Energy card from our discard pile to one of our bench Pokemon. So that's why we do need switches and Herbalos to move around with RAYQUAZA VMAX. We have Level Balls, Quick Balls, and Stormy Mountains in this deck. When I played this deck the first time, I wasn't drawing any of those early on to help establish a board. Hopefully things will go differently this time. Rose is a pretty important card here as well. It combines really nicely with RAYQUAZA VMAX's ability and Kricketune, as we do empty our hand, attach those energies, and then we can redraw cards with both of those. So hopefully we can pull that off. In some situations, I have played against RAYQUAZA VMAX lately, like running into a ladder, and I feel like I haven't lost because my opponents were making very poor decisions, but rather if they were making better decisions, I probably would have been in a lot of trouble in a lot of those instances. So we'll see. Yeah. Obviously, we all know that my luck is far from good, especially lately. But hey, that won't stop me from trying. We do get a mulligan, which is very nice. And unfortunately, I'm in the expanded ladder, and I did not realize that. Interesting. Double Dragon and Single Strike energy, so interesting choice for my opponent. However, I definitely don't want to play with RAYQUAZA VMAX in the standard ladder. I played in the expanded video I did record for yesterday. I did play against someone who queued in the expanded ladder with a standard deck, so definitely don't want to be that person myself. It does happen. I've done it plenty of times before. Alright. My hand was actually pretty playable in the previous game. This time, we're gonna mulligan this beautiful hand away. That actually was like an insanely good hand. Versus this questionable one. Not horrible, but not great either. Alright, well, don't have much of a choice right here. Don't know exactly what we're up against. I did notice that I did price 2 RAYQUAZA VMAXs, or 2 RAYQUAZA Vs, so that's gonna be potentially not great. Gonna see Quick Ball. We are up against a Sylveon deck right here. I don't have much of a choice right here. Just gonna go ahead and attach Incense into the VMAX. Transfers the energy immediately. Interesting choice. Could decide to hit me for Magical Shot 70, but very nice synergy between the cards in my opponent's hand for sure. Could end up taking a knockout on the Remoraid. Yeah, I was about to say I could end up taking a knockout on the Remoraid. Which doesn't sound bad at all either. Thing is, if I do that, I'm using my supporter, right? Although there's no guarantee that I'm gonna draw a supporter anytime soon. No. Well, they play 1 escape rope, dude. 1. Oh my god. Okay, I'm really surprised my opponent chose to use Dream Gift instead of... Oh, it's 60. They're actually 10 damage short. I have a 2 retreat cost. What? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, maybe this means I actually get a KO on the Sylveon. That's not what I want. Maybe this means I gotta KO the Sylveon. Get me a switching card. And a Fluffy. Oh no, that's not a KO actually. Never mind. Okay, we'll take the draw with Crobat. Okay, well... not what we were hoping for. So I'm thinking of Marip here. Yeah. Let's go Marip. Let's go Evolve. Yeah, just all out. All out right here. Over here. And we'll go ahead and pass. All right. All right. I should be able to knock out the Sylveon as long as I find a switching card. That's what I'm missing. Oh, actually, no, never mind. As long as I find any energy, I can KO the Sylveon. As long as I can find any energy, I can 1-KO the Sylveon next turn. Alright. Any energy does it. That's a fantastic, fantastic top deck. Alright, so we'll establish double Fluffy right here. Then we will go ahead and get the Marib. No, let's get RAYQUAZA, since I do have Rose to repower up if I need to. Alright, so I'll bench the Kriegatoon, and then I will use... Actually, I will use Exciting Stage first. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. That's all we needed. So now I'll go attach, then I'll use Azure Pulse. Now I have double Dynamotor, and I just found the Rose, which is absolutely fantastic as well. There we go. Not bad. Max burst, 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually you don't see this, right? Very often. But if you think about it, you know, I went first, right? On my second turn, if you're a regular VMAX deck, you'll get an attack off, right? You'll damage something and you'll either take a prize or set up a VMAX to be 2-hit KO'd. But I didn't do anything. But in turn 3, I did get a 1-shot, which regular decks would have been a 2-shot. So in the end, on turn 3, you're taking a knockout. That's what happens. There's no like, there's no real middle ground, if you will, right? Like there's no, I mean, there's no difference. I took a 1-KO, but one turn I didn't do anything. So over the course of the same turns, I achieved the exact same thing, except I'm achieving that without Octillery as backup or without an Inteleon line to back me up, all of that stuff, you know? Alright, so we see a Gale Thrust. We can't, you know, we can't get a KO here, but that's fine. That is fine. So let's go ahead and start thinning. I'll keep the Marip, actually. And then go ahead and, yeah, just maximize the damage, I reckon. do this, then I'll do the rose onto the active. And then we will use exciting stage first. And yeah, like I had two abilities. I was gonna set up the ray. I just needed to find a fire energy. I was gonna do a lot of damage. Not bad, right? Not bad. That's the sort of game that I was mentioning. Like RAYQUAZA VMAX definitely has a ton of potential, underexploited potential. When things work out well, right? When things don't work out well, then you're just a very clunky and inefficient VMAX Pokemon compared to the rest. Alright, so my opponent excited to be playing against me. Dragapult coin could be Dragapult deck. We have a pretty solid starting hand, actually. Pretty solid starting hand. And we're up against a single strike deck, so not Dragapult, but rather probably Umbreon Urshifu, I would imagine. There's Umbreon. I think as long as I have the other three Flaffies, I definitely just go level ball, quick ball. One urn is gone. One more stadium is gone. That's good news. To see the Urshifu. Okay. There's a very high chance that Rayquaza goes down next turn. Decent top deck. Did I? Oh wow. Well, that's just what's gonna happen, isn't it? Over and over. Jeez, dude. Okay, I definitely can't. Definitely can't discard this now. Two Flaffies prized. Great. Fantastic. One in 100 games. We did price 3 single strike energy. I priced 3 single strike energy for a video I recorded lately. I don't remember which one. But I priced 3, so it's like, what the heck? Okay, so we get Marnie out of the Flaffy. My opponent needs a switching card and another Houndoom. I'm surprised they didn't use single strike roar before the Marnie. I believe that would have been the correct way to do it. I would have allowed them to get closer to getting the kill on the Rayquaza. Will the damage matter? Probably not. Oof, there's a switching card. Do they get the other Houndoom here? No. Okay. Okay. So there is a universe where I can get this KO. Not a very likely one, but there is one. I mean, as long as I do some damage to it, I think it's fine. We'll be trading 2-hit KOs. Alright, so let me go ahead and exciting stage. Gonna go ahead and discard the Crobat, establish another Mareep, and then I'll go Marnie. Okay, a lot of lightning cards right here. I can't switch. So I feel like I do this. And then I go Azure Pulse, get the lightnings in the discard pile. Oh, I did get the Flaffy. So I could have taken a knockout. Whoops, I did not think this through. I did not think this through. If I had attached the lightning here, I would have actually taken a KO. So silly, silly Pablo. I mean, they do need 2 more single strike energies. That doesn't really matter. Should be fine. Should be fine. 180. Yep. I guess I would have been able to take the return KO if they had KO'd me. Yeah, I would have been able to. There's the incense. They don't have KO yet. They do need 3 single strike energies to get a KO. So that is important to consider. So what I shouldn't have done is play the air balloon. I should have just kept the air balloon in my hand. There's the Houndoom. There's the Umbreon. Will they use the ability? I don't know that I priced 3. I mean 2 Flaffies. They still have Rose, I guess. Right hand seems like another good card for this deck. Which maybe I should be playing. Krigatun, interesting. Out of all the cards, I did not expect Krigatun, that's for sure. Tool Jammer, that's fine. Okay, so I would need to find a switch in order to get a KO. 270, 10 damage short on the max burst KO with 3. So in order for me to get a KO here, I would need yeah, I need a switch. Or I need Rose. It's more likely I find switch, I guess. Silly Tool Jammer. Okay. I want to play to the switch. And I just found it. Wait, no, switch doesn't do it. I needed to play to the Rose. Oops. Because I priced the other dude. That was a big misplay. Gosh, I misplayed last turn and I misplayed this turn. Yeah. I misplayed last turn and I misplayed this turn for sure. So I just max burst for 1, I guess. Yeah. I mean, my biggest misplay was pricing 2 Flaffies, right? That was my biggest misplay. That was absolutely my biggest misplay of the game. Pricing the wrong cards. Yeah, I don't think I can win here. Unless they don't KO right here. No, I don't think I can win. Okay, there's the VMAX. If they evolve, I can win. If they don't evolve, then I'm not winning. 4 Umbreons. Maybe there are other Umbreon VMAXs. Okay, they don't KO me. They actually don't KO me. So I have 3 lightning. So what's my best play here? Is it Marnie? I feel like it might be Marnie. Weird game for sure. Okay, I got Switch. I got Stormy Mountains too. So if I use Dynamotor here, yeah, I think this is the right way to go. Their other Umbreon must be priced, I feel. Kind of want to attach to the active as well. Yeah, I'm going to attach to the active. 1, 2. Okay. So this lets me, with Rose, one-shot any VMAX. If I prevented a prize successfully right here, then that's going to be the game. There's this stupid Fluffy. And I had prized 2 Stormy Mountains too. No wonder. No wonder. Okay, to see the urn. So, if my opponent goes Umbreon KO this, that's fine. If my opponent goes Umbreon KO this, that's fine. Yeah, because I have the boss. So I think we win now no matter what. Well, depending on what my opponent does. If my opponent evolves into a VMAX, the game's over. And now I know I get to keep the Fluffy. Potentially good. We're gonna see the Incense for the VMAX. I mean, if they evolve, they take a knockout, sure, but then... Okay, game over. Game over, Gus. Yeah, I whiffed the knockout, but that was 100% on me, on my part, on my dumb decision. I feel like out of all the targets that my opponent had, knocking out the Krigatun was the absolute worst one, for sure. I mean, they didn't know that I prized the Fluffy, but they must have realized, I guess. I don't know. So I guess they're counting on me not having the switching card, which makes sense, for sure. No, actually I don't need the switching card. This guy has 90 HP left. I just need to attack. Yeah, I just need to attack. That's my bad. Could go for Rose and whatnot, but this is fine. That's enough, you know? No need to drag this out more than it needs to be. Silly 2 Fluffies being prized definitely hurt us, but we pulled through in the end. Without the 2 Fluffies being prized, maybe I had a chance, you know? Maybe I underestimated this deck. I don't know. It's a cool deck for sure. On paper it looks very good. Maybe I would switch Marnies with like more aggression, like Research and Bros. Maybe like there's 3 Marnies. Maybe you could play like a 4th Research, a 3rd Rose, and some Pokemon Recovery or like Ordinary Rod. Maybe you could do that. That seems fairly decent. Having some Pokemon Recovery, I think, would be necessary. So I would try it out that way. You know? Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.